Welcome to Todd's Lantern, where we discover the history, talent, and charm of St. John, New Brunswick.
Orange Lodge come to New Brunswick? Well, it came with British garrisons. It originally came with Protestant Irish soldiers and British garrisons, and it came into the civilian society as well. After the War of 1812, a lot of British immigrants started to come to St. John, and include a lot of Irish Protestants and Catholics. So if you look way up, as a friendly giant used to say, you would see in the stone there 1690 and 1892. That commemorated the Battle of the Boyne. This building was built in 1892 by MacArthur, who was a St. John builder, and this building was used as an Orange Lodge. I think it was the site of the original Orange Lodge #1, which was Verner Lodge, I believe. So St. John had a number of Orange Lodges by the 1840s, and the Orange Association became a very popular organization, almost as popular as the Masons and the Temperance Societies of the day. The real hotspots for the Orange Association in Canada were Ontario, New Brunswick, and Newfoundland. Of course, it existed in other provinces as well. It was sectarian, as I mentioned earlier, but it also had fraternal aspects. It was a night out. They had insurance policies and things like that for their members, right? And they also later got involved in charities and things like that. So by 1851, there were 100 lodges across New Brunswick and 5,000 paid-up members, right? And according to the academic historians on which my presentation tonight is based, one of the reasons behind the popularity of the Orange Lodges in the 1840s was a reaction to the influx of Irish Catholic immigrants in the 1840s. So this dates from 1892. So what we're going to do now is we're going to reverse our engine to go back down, and we're going to go down the alley. Okay? I'm trying to figure out what the name of this alley is because
I think
sometimes is it called Grannon Street now? But wasn't it Grannon Alley? And at one point it was Church Street. So I'm talking about Church Street. One of the really active members of the Orange Order in St. John was James Nethery. And someplace, I haven't had a chance to go check out the address yet in the old city directories, but someplace in Church Street, he ran something called the Hibernian Hotel. And he was from Ulster. And what's interesting about him is I think his daughter married into a Loyalist family. And he ran this hotel. And in the early part, in the 1830s, when the Irish Protestants and Catholics were sort of getting along in St. John, they were all kind of new to the city, and Catholics were quite a small minority back then. A lot of the middle-class Irish Catholics and Protestants belonged to the Sons of Erin, which was an organization dedicated to the repeal of the Union of Ireland with Britain in 1800. They wanted Ireland to have its parliament back. That's all they wanted. So it's interesting to see that in the 1820s and 30s there was that kind of degree of cooperation. Of course, there was also the St. Patrick's Society, which was kind of a non-denominational, non-political. It included Catholics and Protestants. But something started to happen in the late 1830s, and the two sides started to drift apart. And it got kind of intense. During the 1840s, Irish immigration picked up. You know about the famine year of 1847, something like 16,000. Mainly Catholics came, something like 1,600 of them died either at the quarantine station or in St. John or at sea. In 1848, there was another 4,000. So not only did Irish immigration pick up, but the Irish immigrants that came in the 1840s were sort of, they were poor and dependent, right? Whereas the ones that came earlier were part of chain migration. They came to join family members living in the South End or in King's Ward, right? So the population that came from 1846 onwards was a bit more vulnerable and dependent, and it kind of raised fears against immigrants, the same sort of thing we see at different times in, unfortunately, in Canadian society now and American society. Anyway, sometime in the 1840s, the city became very divided, and many of the Irish Catholics were clustering in York Point, just kind of near where the Red Rose Tea Building is, in that area around there, and then over in Portland, the old area of the North End that was ripped out by urban renewal in the 1960s, and those were the two big Catholic ghettos. In March of 1849, there was actually a celebration outside of Nethery's Hotel. Orange Lodges would meet there for banquets and things like that, and that hotel was involved with the riot of July 12th, but there was actually gunplay outside the hotel someplace on the street, and an Irish Catholic was killed, and the coroner's inquest said it was a case of being killed by persons unknown because of just a big mob. So again, that's something that happened in this street, and we're going to go down and just stop at the courtyard there, okay? We're going to have a drink, and it's not Irish whiskey.
Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Early in the morning. Now, what shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Early in the morning.
Hit him with a cat to his back is bleeding.
Hit him with a cat to his back is bleeding. Hit him with a cat to his back is bleeding. Early in the morning. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Early in the morning.
Pull out the plug and wet 'em all over.
Pull out the plug and wet 'em all over. Pull out the plug and wet 'em all over. Early in the morning. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Early in the morning.
Shave his belly with a rusty razor.
Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Early in the morning. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Early in the morning.
Give him a dose of salt and water.
Give him a dose of salt and water. Give him a dose of salt and water. Early in the morning. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Early in the morning. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Early in the morning.
We all got drunk in Dublin City.
Fall down, you Billy.
We all got drunk and there's a pity.
Fall down, Billy O'Shea. Fall down, fall down, fall down, you Billy. We're bound away for America. Fall down, Billy O'Shea.
We fell down drunk on Rogerson's Cape.
Fall down, me Billy.
When we awoke, we was out to sea.
Fall down, Billy O'Shea. Fall down, fall down, fall down, me Billy. We're bound away for America. Fall down, Billy O'Shea.
We're no sailors, Captain dear.
Fall down, me Billy.
At our least inclined to reef or steer.
Fall down, Billy O'Shea. Fall down, fall down, fall down, me Billy. We're bound away for America. Fall down, Billy O'Shea.
The captain says I've a cure for that.
Fall down, me Billy.
And I'll start yous off with a dose of the cat.
Fall down, Billy O'Shea. Fall down, fall down, fall down, me Billy. We're bound away for America. Fall down, Billy O'Shea.
He sent him up to the topmast yard.
Fall down, me Billy.
When he hit the deck, well, he hit it hard.
Fall down, Billy O'Shea. Fall down, fall down, fall down, me Billy. We're bound away for America. Fall down, Billy O'Shea.
We wrapped him up in a canvas sail.
Fall down, me Billy.
And we gently lowered him over the rail.
Fall down, Billy O'Shea.
We sent him down to Davy Jones.
Fall down, me Billy.
We sent him down with a stitch through his nose.
Fall down, Billy O'Shea. Farewell, 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 me Billy. We're bound away for America. Farewell, Billy O'Shea. Farewell, 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 me Billy. We're bound away for America. Farewell, Billy O'Shea. Well, I ain't seen the light since I've been born. A Buckeye sailor with the sea boots on. When Johnny comes down the high-low, poor old man. Oh, waker, oh, shaker, shaker, oh, wake that girl with the blue dress on when Johnny comes down to high-low. Poor old man.
Well, there was an old sailor named Uncle Ned. He never had a hair on the top of his head.
When Johnny comes down to high-low, poor old man.
Oh, wake her,
Oh, shaker, oh, wake that girl with the blue dress on when Johnny comes down to high-low. Poor old man.
well, haul away from down below and haul away for your Uncle Joe.
When Johnny comes down to high-low, poor old man.
Oh, wake her,
Oh, shaker, oh, wake that girl with the blue dress on when Johnny comes down to high-low. Poor old man.
well, the big wind it blows west northwest, and this girl ain't gonna get no rest. When
Johnny comes down to high-low. Poor old man.
oh, wake her,
Oh, shaker, oh, wake that girl with the blue dress on when Johnny comes down to high-low. Poor old man.
well, I've a maiden beauty across the sea. When I gets home, she says to me,
When Johnny comes down to high-low, poor old man.
oh, wake her,
Oh, shaker, oh, wake that girl with the blue dress on when Johnny comes down to high-low. Poor old man.
oh, wake her,
Oh, shaker, oh, wake that girl with the blue dress on when Johnny comes down to high-low. Poor old man.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is most of Before the Mast, and the guys were recruited to do a few songs tonight, and thanks for coming, guys. Some of them might come with us, others are going on to do something, other musical things, right?
you have to pay if you want to hear more.
And how about a chance to tell them about the big event for next year? Because these people are going to be there.
Are they?
Yes.
Well, we haven't officially announced it.
Oh, haven't you? Oh, okay. I won't let the captain know. I didn't even know this was going to happen tonight. This was a top secret.
He's referring to the province's first Sea Shanty Festival in St. Martin's in 2022. But people don't know about it yet.
It's a secret.
See what you learn in Box and Talks?
Well, okay, we're going to continue on. Thanks, guys.
All right.
So we're going to go down across Prince William Street at the end, and then go past Barber's and kind of wait on Water Street, on this side of Water Street, until I decide what we do next. Okay, let's just be careful.